I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Santos? Here. Mrs. Devers?
Here.
Mr. Kent?
Here.
At this time, I'll make a motion to appoint Mike Dougherty as fiscal officer pro temp in the absence of Lori Wolf.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Kent? Yes. Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos? Thank you.
Do an introduction of our director of our senior center, Jim Henshaw. Our park supervisor, Todd Chapin, is absent, I see. We have our assistant fire chief, Dave Schertzer. Our police chief, Bob Cavalier. Our zoning inspector, Darren Crivelli. Our township administrator, road superintendent, Mike Dougherty. Our fiscal officer, Lori Wood, is absent at this time. To my right, I have trustee Steve Kent, and to my left, I have Robert Santos, trustee, and I'm Monica Devers, trustee. Need a motion to approve minutes of the regular meeting of May 8th and special meeting May 9th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mike, at this time, can we have an administration report?
Nope, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're going to have Bruce for the 4th of July speak first, so you can get out of here.
Oh, we can do that.
Sorry,
I thought I was gonna wait, I mean, he did call, but I thought he would wait until, that's fine, we can, Bruce, would you like to come up, Bruce Shepherd?
If you would like me to now, yes.
So I thought that's what the message was.
No, I thought he just wanted to let us know he's here, but that's fine.
It doesn't matter, just give you guys a heads up.
That's fine.
Well, hello everyone, I'm Bruce Shepis, 1278 Victory Hill Lane, Austintown. I am also one of many titles, the 4th of July Parade Chairman here in Austintown. Have so for about 10 years now. So I just wanted to enlighten everybody that the 4th of July Parade is on the 4th of July at noon, as usual, starting at Highway Tabernacle, Raccoon and Kirk. We have 3 grand marshals this year, and I'll get into that. The owners of Westside Tire, who have won multiple times, that's float, and their names are Richard Rogensky Sr., Richard Rogensky Jr., and Lisa Walters. I let them choose the theme, something affiliated with Westside Tire and Austintown, and they chose Rolling into the Future in Austintown. And one of the reasons why we selected or asked Westside Tire to be the Grand Marshal this year is because they've been in business for over 45 years. And coincidentally, this is our 45th annual 4th of July parade. So I thought it worked out perfect. One quick note about participating in the parade: if you're going to pass out candy, exactly what I said, please, we're passing out candy. I get multiple calls every year about how they're not permitted to throw candy. Correct, you're not permitted to throw candy. We request that you pass out the candy. I would never stop that. I think the children really enjoy it. So as far as receiving a entry application to participate in the parade, there's a couple different ways. One, I recommend emailing vdonlon, it's VDONLON, at highwaytab.church. I will get those emails and so will she. Or you can reach out to me directly, bruceshepis@gmail.com. We will send over the paperwork to you, the rules, the application. You can choose whether to be judged to win a cash prize that the township and us offer, or just participate. And the cutoff for that is, I believe it's Friday, the 16th of June, by 4 p.m. You can hand deliver those to Highway Tab, myself, or email them in. And that's all I have. Thank you for your, oh, you know what, one more thing. This is something new and I almost forgot about it. So, I reached out to some of the department heads, Chief Frost. I'm not sure if anybody got Chief Gavalier or not. So, a group and some people reached out to me that have children, young children that are either autistic or Down syndrome. Hence, support with myself and Austintown Township. This is close to our heart. They requested a quieter zone, is what they want to call it. And this would take place between Fitzgerald and Berkey. There will be part of their group, and children will be holding signs saying quieter zone. And I know that Mr. Chief Frost is fine with it. I'm sure Mr. Gavler will be as well, and I'll talk to Lieutenant Scour and everybody else. I know I've already mentioned this to some of you. But I think that we should honor that. I understand how it is with children. They have to wear the earpieces because the sirens bother them, or the flashing lights and stuff like that. So hopefully everyone in the parade will, and they'll get notification via email when they submit their application, will honor that quieter zone. So these autistic children, people, or children with Down syndrome can enjoy the parade for a brief moment without wearing any type of protective earwear.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good. Me, I do too, and I would never tell them no. I think it's a great idea as well. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you.
At this time,
Mr. Santos, could we get that information on our website and put it on the fourth, the emails and stuff?
Yeah.
That way, that'll help you out for, in the deadline and everything like that, so, you know, we can get out to the rest.
Yes, I've sent some hard copies to
Yeah.
you guys already, I believe, via email. And I think I gave one hard copy. If you need more, please, I'll gladly do it.
That way we'll get it on the website.
All right, sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce. Right.
that's okay. Okay, Mike, it's your turn.
Okay. Under A1 there, we opened up 5 bids today on our resurfacing program for this summer. The estimate was at $813,000 plus, and the lowest bid came in at $729,933. So that was good news, kind of surprising. All the main per diem costs were all less than last year. And the winning bid was by Shelley and Sands. Quite familiar with Shelley and Sands, you usually see them out on the highway. They're big contractors on the highway, but supposedly, someone heard the guy talking today, and they don't have much highway work, so he was saying they're gonna be very aggressive with their bids to locals, and they were very aggressive and won our bid. I think they did our researching probably about 5 years ago. I know we've used them a couple times over the years. So and they're a competent outfit. So therefore, I put on here for you to approve that as the lowest and best bid, so we can contact them and get on their schedule and get that work started. Then number 2, I know I mentioned this to you, I don't know how many meetings ago, but earlier this year, a couple months ago, about needing a front loader, and also we're having problems with our backhoe, but the front loader seems to be the priority. I know that Mark talked to you guys about it last meeting. And so this is the proposal we have through the cooperative purchasing program for $202,486 for a new front loader. I can't tell you how old our other one is. It's been here, you know, prior to 92, I think.
Anybody have any questions for the motion for
Did we get more than one quote, or is this the?
This is through a cooperative purchasing where someone has went out for quotes,
Okay.
just like state cooperative purchasing.
Oh, okay.
There's no way to fix their front loader.
Oh, we could fix it, it's just, I don't know, they just don't know how long it's gonna last, even if we fix it. And we need something that is reliable to load up the salt in our trucks. That's what it comes down to when we're trying to determine a priority, and that's basically what it came down to. We need something reliable that will do that.
Is that it, Mike?
Yes.
Motion to approve the 2022 road resurfacing project, County Green Drive pavement project to Shelley's and Sands at the lowest and best bid of $729,933.35.
So,
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
yes.
Mrs. Deaver?
Yes. Motion to approve the purchase of case 621G Z-Bar wheel loader from Southeastern Equipment Company to Sourcewell Incorporated purchasing program in the amount not to exceed $202,486. Further authorization of the township administrator to execute all documents to secure the purchase and deliver the case 621G Z-Bar wheel loader. Second.
Mr. Camp?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
At this time, we'll hear from Chief Cavalier.
Not much today. I talked to the tech division, commanders, and basically we're just having a little, taking calls in domestic violence and rash of thefts from retail right now.
To one statement, Jeff Watkins, who are using the Park Fleet house for sleep family keys, they wanted to give you guys props. They were out there just kind of dropping some equipment off, and you guys stopped by to see who they were, which is good. So one of their concerns, they were worried about how secure the stuff would be. So they just actually really appreciated of you guys stopping to clarify who it was and what they were doing there. They just wanted to send their appreciation.
Pass it along.
And our Assistant Chief, Dave Scherzer, Fire Department. Before you start, we have some motions on here. I was wondering if you were able to explain any of them before we go into them.
Sure, the first three motions, 1, 2, and 3, those are all pertaining to FEMA, we'll be writing FEMA grants. FEMA is now requesting that all recipients of federal award money have these policies in place to be eligible for the FEMA award grants. And then number 4 is just old, non-usable, broken equipment that we've had. It just needs to be approved for destroy for the trustees. Some of it's firefighting equipment that's old and no longer usable, that we don't want to fall into the wrong hands.
We wanted to talk about, I just wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's it. We're going to talk about it anyway. Okay. So I need a motion to approve the Austintown Fire Department equipment maintenance policy.
Second.
I also need a motion to approve the Austintown Fire Department equipment management policy.
You can wrap them up in one motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, it's per the agenda, they're attached to your agenda.
Okay. So all three of them, motion to approve Austintown Township funds procurement policy per attached.
Second.
And then we have the fourth one per agenda. Need a motion?
No, let's just do the three on the FEMA.
See, I messed that up, didn't I?
That's all right.
Okay, motion
Mrs.
to.
Devers, I got a
Okay.
first and a second. Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon? Yes.
Motion to pursue the Ohio Revised Code 50510, finding that the fair market value of the personal property items listed below are $2,500 or less, and that said items of personal property listed are unneeded, obsolete, or unfit for public use, and that said items can be destroyed per agenda items.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon? Yes. Mrs. Devers?
Yes. Okay, at this time, we'll talk to the zoning department. There, Mr. Bell.
Okay, before I did the nuisance resolution, after the last meeting, I was approached by 2 residents who said they could not hear me. I thought, boy, how lucky are they? But obviously, there is something happened to our microphones. We've got 3 of them that we found, but we don't know where these are. And this is an old setup. So beginning to about the end of July, we're going to have an updated sound system here, separate from Austintown TV, but just for us. Because apparently some people are having difficulty hearing these, so just an FYI.
Good idea.
I would ask the board to approve a motion on Ohio Bicycle Code 50587 and declare the following properties public nuisance for high grass and junk neighborhood. 2434 Amberley, 67 North Beverly, 4502 Perky, There's actually two properties on Bainbridge, and I messed up the addresses. I can get that tomorrow. 1070 Collins, 127 Beat Off, 104 North Edge Hill, 169 South 4 Mile Run, 3816 Kirk, 5454 Blue Eye Boulevard, 4021 Mahoney. There's also going to be 4050, 4070 Mahoney retention points. 6069/6071 Mahoney, 1515 Maple Crest, that's where the trustees approved the demolition for it. Lot number 463 South Lamar Avenue, we tore that house down about 10 years ago. 681 Notre Dame, 3645 Nottingham, 2130 Penny Lane, 93 South Richmond, 382 Rosemont, 4164 Stats. Lot number 1, Hampton, replat, Winthrop Drive, 5434 West Webb Road, 5438 West Webb Road, and 5124 Willowcrest. That's all high grass and just debris.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Sheriff, take a picture there.
Yes.
Our nuisance team for group of guys that go out, where are they at with?
I know they still have one property that I have to meet that with, most likely with the APD on Crum Road, and I think that will be the end of April 24th. They started May 8th last Friday, and our nuisance abatement team right now is one person. I assume we're going to hire summer help, but right now it's two-timer, the guy with the two championship races. Chris, that's it. I know, two-timer. The only township employee with two national championships.
Right.
I would ask the board to approve a motion to find the following motor vehicles meet all the following criteria. 3 model years or older, apparently inoperable, extensively damaged, including but not limited to any of the following: missing wheels, tires, engine, or transmission. Low quality vehicles, public nuisance under Revised Code 505.871. Order the removal of junk vehicles within 14 days after notice is served to the property owner. 4295 Lake Road, an inoperable Ford Lincoln Town Car, an expired license plate LGD 9287, parking exposed manner within the grass east of the driveway. 3715 Nottingham, an inoperable tan vehicle with expired license plate SPEECH1, parking exposed manner within the grass east of the driveway.
So moved.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
At this time, I'd go to the park department, Todd Schaefer, and he's not here, so I think we need to talk a little bit about the park. The park has the market going on, and I think the next, I don't have the date marked down, but it's not this Saturday, the next Saturday, which I think would be June 3rd, correct me, team, if I'm right on that date. Does anybody know?
It's June 3rd.
Okay, thank you. I was like, correct me on that date. We do have that going on, and then we also have the movies kind of starting, and I think that's also June 3rd. That will be starting at 9 o'clock at night for the park. We also have the music in the park starting on Tuesday in June, the first Tuesday in June. And just want everybody to know we have a lot of stuff going on in the park. Since he's not here, I'd like to make sure that was recognized. Okay. Now we can hear from our senior center, Jim Henshaw.
Okay, well, since we're on the Parks Department, I'll segue right into what I was going to talk about a little bit. I've been talking to Todd, and we're trying to work out a thing where we can get the seniors to go out to the park for pickleball, because we have a lot of interest in senior center for pickleball. And I will be meeting out with some of the pickleball players, because Todd had told me, because they're very enthusiastic, they'll be happy to teach the people what they need to know. So I said, well, I'll get out there as soon as I can, we'll meet with them, and we'll be transporting people out there to play pickleball probably once a week at some point. And I'd like to congratulate my trivia team in the trivia challenge, which is, we're in the midst, just began today in the regional competitions. It's actually a statewide competition, and we're doing quite well. We placed second, and we were beat up by very little, by 3 points, so it wasn't too bad. So, and that was out at the Warren School Center this morning. And I'm very happy with my ladies. They know stuff that there's no reason for anybody to know, so. So they did quite well. We will get the next, they'll bid our center next Tuesday. For, I know it's one of the regional competitions, so. Maybe that home team advantage, I don't know. That's it.
Hey Jim, any update on the new van?
I haven't heard anything more. I know a bunch of news. We know it's gonna be, a number of months before it showed up, and we haven't heard anything new. I did get a call from the old van. Some guy down in Tennessee called me and wanted to know all about it, so apparently they bought it.
Okay.
And I told him that that's,
We don't know that yet.
no.
Motion to approve April report submitted to the board at the May 8th meeting, A through E, per agenda. Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent? Yes. Mrs. Devers?
Yes. New business. Motion to approve as the lowest and best bid from the Boss Construction in the sum of $136,952.39 for Fire Station Number 1 concrete pavement project.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Kent? Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Motion to approve a TARMA invoice for $128,853 for building, property, vehicles, and liability insurance coverage for year May 16, 2023 through May 15, 2024.
So moved.
I'll second it. Mike, can you explain what that is?
Yeah, Otarma is a,
Okay. I know we know, but.
Yeah. Okay, Otarma was set up, I think in the early 90s when there was the liability crisis and townships couldn't get liability insurance. And so it's run by the Ohio Township Association, and it's only for Ohio townships. And we've been a member since, I think, 1996. As a matter of fact, it used to be, and when I say used to be, maybe 25 years ago, other insurance brokers would come in and, try to get that business. And we haven't seen an insurance broker around here for 20 plus years trying to get that business because of Otarma's rates are better than anything they can offer.
Thank you, Mike. Motion to approve lease agreement with the senior center.
So moved.
No, you didn't vote on it. Did I get, I didn't know if you got a motion second? Okay. Mr. Kent? Yes. Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
We'll try again. Motion to approve lease agreement with senior center.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Motion to approve advances from general fund, $250,000 to communications.
250? No, 150.
I said 150.
No,
You said 250.
Don't say no, guys. Motion to approve advance from general funds, it's $150,000 to communications.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes. Motion to approve the Trex Economic Development Transfer Form application attached to be part of the minutes of the meeting for C1 and C2 permits to allow for sale of beer and wine products at the future Myers retail store to be located at 5800 Mahoning Avenue, Austintown Township, Mahoning County, State of Ohio, 44515.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Motion to approve the Trex Economic Development Transfer Form application attached and made part of the minutes of the meeting for C1 and C2 permits to allow for sale of beer and wine products at the future Myers Express Convenience Store and fueling station to be located at 5790 Mahoning Avenue, Austintown Township, Mahoning County, State of Ohio, 44515.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent? Yes.
this time now, we'll be taking public response on camera. Anybody that would like to come up and be on camera to speak, you're welcome to at this time. Okay, Sam, come on up.
Good evening. Sam Swagger, 4492 Ball Road. Just want to let everybody know about the Memorial Day Parade on the 29th. We're going to be staging at 9. The parade starts from Mark's parking lot, and at 10 o'clock and finishing up at the high school. So plan on attending, or your family members, let them know that. We're going to need the police and the fire department as always, and thank you very much. And we need a lane there also, and but we got quite a few of the young kids in it this year, the junior ROTC and seniors for vets and Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts and all that, so it'll be a nice event. No candy. This is not a celebration. But we still see people out there with bags, so, that's all I have, other than hope to see you there. Yes, sir. You meet at 9 and leave at 10. Yes, sir.
Ceremony afterwards is gonna be at Pitch, or is it gonna be?
It's going to be at Pitch in the front as normal. Our speaker this year is going to be Colonel Kenneth Balint, John Balint's son. He's a colonel in the Special Forces, so he's a graduate of Pitch High School. So we try to keep it in Austintown. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, you come on up, please.
Hello. I'm Bill Adams. I live here in Austintown, 4286 Maureen Drive. I work as the community outreach coordinator for a company called Heyday Health. And I've been out to the senior center. We sponsored a lunch there, but I just wanted to let the trustees, maybe the fire department know. Heyday Health is an in-home primary care provider under Medicare for seniors. So it's the old idea of house calls. We will come out to see people with our doctor, nurse practitioner, and someone we call a health ally. So I just wanted to let the citizens of Austintown know we've been around for a couple of years. Started in Mahoning County, but we're now in 8 counties. So that might be of some help to, again, the fire department if they know of seniors who are sort of homebound. That's, you know, we serve all seniors, whether they're very healthy or they are homebound, but it's especially helpful for people that can't get out.
Do you just go and check their medical problems, or just their blood pressure? I mean,
yeah, it's
how far do you go?
Basically become a family practice physician. So they're primary care doctor.
So if they couldn't drive, you would go there and take care of that?
Yeah, but again, we're available to anyone. And for those other folks, it's more of a convenience factor that they don't have to drive to a doctor's office. We don't want to replace anybody's physician, but if, you know, they can't get out, or if, you know, maybe their doctor retired, we have a lot of that. We're available. So it's called Heyday Health, and I can give you some flyers.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in tonight.
Sure.
Anybody else that would like to come on camera and speak to us tonight? Go ahead.
My name is Sean Wilphone. I'm at 151 North Edgehill in Austintown. I am the coordinator of the National Night Out that's held every year in August at the park. Yesterday I just held a touch-a-truck that some of our police and fire department were a part of. It surprised me, we had over 1,000 attendees yesterday, even with graduation going on. So this year will be the 10th year since we started putting on Night Out. Before I did that, I was with the Wycliffe Block Watch, and for 4 years, we did a block party for the Wycliffe residents. Everybody was invited. We had food, we had games, the fire department and ambulances were there. We had some old cars come one time. And then a few years into it, Detective Toad at that time came to us and told us about National Night Out and wanted to get us to put it on for the township. So we met with Todd at the park and the trustees at the time, and everybody agreed. So we started, the first year was in 2013. So this year, August 1st, Tuesday, August 1st, will be the 10-year anniversary. So as part of the events for that night, I want to kind of kick it up a bit to celebrate. So I have a challenge. And this challenge goes out to the fire department, the police department, the trustees, and department heads. And what it will be a line dance contest. I have a professional line dance instructor who's willing to be the judge. She is from Youngstown, and she's been doing this for a long time.
Okay, police and fire are in charge.
Will you take your hands around? What this will be,
I don't
you know,
no further than this body.
there will be a professional line dance instructor as well as the community as a whole to help judge and vote for the best dancers. There will also be a champion trophy for the winning group, bragging rights. The challenge is as follows. It's a minimum of 6 participants per group. There's 3 different dances, going from easy with the electric slide, and then a little bit harder each time. So whichever I included on the information, the links to find the dances, you can learn them on YouTube. And it's a fun way to show the community that our township officials, fire department, and police department are always up to loosening their collars and willing to interact with the residents in any way. So we have 6 weeks till Night Out, so that should be enough time. I am posting it tonight on Facebook, on my Austintown Night Out page, that the challenge has been thrown out. So I hope that you all will accept that. And you can get a hold of me with any questions.
We're leaving this up to the fire and the police.
It's you guys too, so.
If we can get
Don't-
No, I'll embarrass myself, let's go.
No way. Anybody else on camera for public response? How about off camera? Do we have anyone up here that wants to come on off camera? Now it's time to make remarks from the board, and Mr. Steve Matt, would you like to go, please?
I just want to remind everybody on June 3rd at 9 a.m. at 9/11, we got a lot more mulch to spread, and if we get some volunteers to come out at that time. Yesterday was graduation at Austintown Fitch, so good luck to all the 2023 graduates and their futures. I'm really pleased that with the board, we met with the residents 2 weeks ago, right? Or a week ago, for the cemeteries, and they reached back out to us stating that they came together and formed a committee there, so they're going to meet with the residents, and then they're going to meet with us, just the 3 of them, I believe. So, and then for further changes on there. This one goes up to Mr. Santos. A year ago, we agreed to get a seal for Austintown Township, and we haven't seen any updates from it. So can you reach out to Ray and see where we're at with it?
Absolutely, actually, I have it here on my thing, I was actually gonna speak it to you.
Oh,
We need to approve it for him to go to the next level before he starts painting.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had also reached out to him, so
Okay.
I'm happy that he got to you. You have anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
Okay, Robert?
Yeah, we'll start with, I'm not gonna go there. That's all right. Anyways, congratulations, class of 2023. I mean, honestly, my son graduated yesterday too. I think it was a phenomenal thing. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it out yesterday, but last minute he decided he wanted some briskets, and so I've been up since 2 o'clock that morning cooking it, and then all his friends came over, and you guys did an outstanding job, and I appreciate it. I saw the photos, I was calling people that were there, you did a phenomenal job, and I appreciate it, and definitely to the fire, police for being out there, and you guys had like jazz walls out there, you guys had, you know, you name it, they were out there, so it was awesome. So thank you for your hard work for that. I look forward to the night out. I don't know what I'll do. Will be line dancing, but it'll be something. You know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we do have the movie nights. I want to thank, obviously the movie nights are going in. I want to thank all the sponsors that are Austintown Rotary, Austintown Women's Club, the mortgage loan originators, Rita's, Chick-fil-A, and of course the Gaming Block with State Farm, ARC. They donated the funds that were needed for the licenses, even though we didn't need to with it being the Westchester funds, that's what the money's for, but it's always good to see the businesses within the community willing to give a little extra. I appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to Ignite Pediatric Therapy. You guys didn't know, they just had their ribbon cutting. They actually opened up probably a couple days ago, but their whole focus is obviously giving therapy there. I believe it was anyone under the age of 6. So just another business coming into Austintown. It was definitely a privilege to be there for the ribbon cutting, and I wish them nothing but the best, and if they need anything, they can always reach out to us. So with that being said, that's really all I have. So.
Of course, I want to congratulate Austintown Fitch High School class of 2023. I wish them all the best luck in their next chapter of life. Memorial Parade, it would be great to see us support that. The ceremony at Fitch is very nice. I was there last year. I actually cried. I don't know why, but it's very nice. And then Touch a Truck. I was there yesterday with my grandchildren. They enjoyed it. I have a 6-year-old granddaughter. No, she's 5. And she'd get up in the trucks and then couldn't get down, so we had to get help a couple times, but she really much enjoyed that. And just I hope to see everybody on Memorial Day, and thank you very much for being here tonight. With that being said, I'm going to make a motion to recess to executive session for following A and B per agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mrs. DeBoer?
Yes.